we've been making great progress towards developing a screenplay. We've looked at creating a strong protagonist and antagonist. We've looked at the different type of genres there are in storytelling and what makes each genre unique, so you know what you need to include in that particular genre if you're writing that story. And then you developed characters, a protagonist and an antagonist, by answering certain questions to help you develop strong characters. And then we looked at the 3-act story structure, what it is, the 3 acts that make a story really move and work well. And it's followed by most screenwriters in Hollywood. Now we're ready to lay the foundation for your screenplay. You do that by creating what is called the spine of your story. Think of it like the spine of a book, how the spine of a book holds that book together. The spine of your story is made up of the beats of your story. Beats is a screenwriting or Hollywood term that simply means the points of your story. A beat of a movie is every time something important happens or something that drives the story forward. Well, I've provided you with a worksheet, an outline of the story spine. And if you take a look at it, it simply goes like this. You'll see 8 points, 8 beats to your story. And if you fill each one of these out, you will have that outline to write a screenplay. And the way this works is you have first, your first beat, once upon a time, then every day, until one day, because of that, because of that, because of that, until finally, and ever since then. And then the moral of the story is. So let me explain how this works. You fill this in with the different beats of your story using the 3-act story structure. So you have once upon a time. Let's use Toy Story, since that's the one we went over on the 3-act story structure, to fill this out. Once upon a time, there was a toy cowboy named Woody who was Andy's favorite toy. See, there you have your introduction. I've just introduced you to the characters. I've introduced you to our main character, Woody. Every day, Woody lived happily in Andy's toy room, being played with by Andy along with the other toys. Until one day, now this is, do you remember what that's called? This is the inciting incident. This is where the story is going to get moving. This is probably the most important point in this outline. Until one day, on Andy's birthday, he got a Buzz Lightyear action figure. Because of that, now we're into the conflict. Because of that, Woody got jealous and accidentally knocked Buzz Lightyear out the window. Because of that, Woody was thrown out the window by the other toys. Because of that, Woody and Buzz Lightyear ended up as lost toys and were captured by the toy destroyer Sid and taken to his house. Until finally, now here's your climax right here. Until finally, Woody came up with a brilliant plan to confront and scare off Sid so Sid would no longer destroy toys and Buzz and Woody would be free. And ever since then, Woody and Buzz have been friends living at Andy's house. So there's your conclusion, your new normal, number 8. And then you have the moral of the story is, don't get jealous of people. Give people a chance because you'll probably find out you'll make a new friend. And that's why you get the song, You've Got a Friend in Me. So there you go. That's the basic outline. So you're going to plug in your 2 characters, your antagonist, your protagonist that you created in the last class. You're going to put them in here and you're going to create the outline for your story. Once upon a time, there was a man who had a superpower, or whatever your character is. Every day he went to the grocery store and bought a loaf of bread to make toast. Until one day the grocery store was being held up and he had to use his superpower. Something like that. So you get the point. So the outline is here in Canvas. Take a look at this and then go into Google Documents and answer these points, each one of these 8 beats, and give me the moral of your story. And go ahead and turn that in. Good luck to you. I look forward to reading them.